About 5 years ago, I went on the boat tour of Milford Sound and just really fell in love with Fiordland. And I learned about the Milford Track, and I thought, wow, you can actually walk through this place for 4 days. And I said to myself, if you ever return to New Zealand, this is at the top of your list. So 5 years later, I'm finally back. I've actually been back in New Zealand for over a year, but finally getting to do the Milford Track, and so far it's spectacular. We started by boarding a ferry at Te Anau Downs, and we rode for about an hour just up through the lake and hiked a short 5K walk along the Clinton River, which is just one of the most clear rivers I've ever seen.
So here we are on the Milford, and it's been long awaited, and we're finally here at Clinton Hut. And it's a gorgeous day. We couldn't have asked for better weather. We're about to go check out the Clinton River and dip our toes in for a possible swim. So here we go.
So this is why you do the Milford Track. It's just stunning out here. This is like a magical land of fairy tales or something. I don't know, these mountains and the waterfalls just pouring in surrounding us. It's incredible. We just finished day 2 of the Milford Track, and it was just spectacular. We started going up along the Clinton River again, and we were kind of going through the river, through the woods, and it was really nice, and that river was still so clear. And then all of a sudden we came out into this huge opening, and you could just see the whole valley just cut out by this massive glacier and these walls on both sides just going on for miles. And then we walked those miles. And here we are now, I think, at Mintaro Hut. And as you can see, it's a great view. We stayed pretty dry during our walk, but it started raining now, but fortunately we're here and we can stay inside most of the time.
You wouldn't know it now from the rain, but we've had an amazing second day on the Milford. We had blue skies and gorgeous weather along the whole Clinton River Valley. And we're staying our second night at Mintaro Hut, ready to go over the McKinnon Pass tomorrow night. And we're hoping the rain passes us by and that we'll have beautiful skies in the morning.
Yesterday was our 3rd day on the Milford Track, and it's one of the most famous ones where you hike up to the top of the McKinnon Pass and you get this amazing view of both valleys on each side. Unfortunately, we got up there and saw nothing but white. It was a complete whiteout, total cloud coverage. We stayed up there for a while. You couldn't really see a thing, and finally we had to give up and go down, and it never really cleared. So it was pretty disappointing, but you can't do Milford Track without much rain usually. It pours here throughout the whole year. And one of the great things is there are tons of waterfalls. So we got to see waterfalls, we walked through waterfalls, we saw giant waterfalls. One of them was just 580 meters tall. It's like the 6th largest waterfall in the world. And so it was a really cool day.
We saw amazing waterfalls, and you can't not expect rain in a rainforest. So today we're going to finish our hike, about 18 Ks, and end up in Milford Sound.
Our last day on the Milford, we hiked 18 kilometers. It was our longest day, and we finished at Sandfly Point. Now, we've talked about sandflies a few times here, and if you don't know what they are, just imagine mosquitoes on performance-enhancing drugs. You just don't want to mess with these guys. So, Sandfly Point naturally is covered in them, so we couldn't actually even film. We're doing it here in our house. And the last day was really cool. We saw plenty more waterfalls. It's really amazing. I think we probably saw over 200 in the weekend. It was a beautiful hike. Really happy we did it. It was challenging at times, but we've knocked something big off our bucket list.
We are back from the Milford. Our muscles are no longer sore, and we have a lot of memories to go from. And we did it. We hiked all 33.5 miles on the Milford. Complete victory.